We kick off our tour of Berea right here at the Welcome Center at the L&N Train Depot. I'm joined by Mayor Bruce Fraley, who's our tour guide, if you will, for our hour here. Great to be here in Berea.
Welcome
Thank you.
to Berea and welcome to the train depot. We're glad that you're here.
We heard there was lots of positive things happening here, so we had to be in Berea. Appropriately enough, we're starting here. Very historical train depot. Tell us a little bit about the history of this depot and what it's used for today.
Sure. The depot actually, the idea for a train station and try to bring rail traffic through came in 1870s when Berea College was looking to open itself up to the outside world. So land around this area was purchased for it to bring a railroad through, and that was originally done and was called the Kentucky Central Railroad. Berea was incorporated later in 1890, and when Berea was incorporated, the L&N Railroad actually took over Kentucky Central, and it was the L&N Railroad for many, many years. Of course, that was used to bring passenger traffic, but also freight in and out, and originally was from Lexington to Knoxville, and they expanded from Cincinnati, running through Berea all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. Late 1960s, 68, 69 period, that's when passenger service became discontinued and the freight service and the need for a depot actually stopped. Freight still runs along the railroad track, but the need for the depot stopped. The depot sat empty for several years, and then a group of citizens in the city in the early 1970s decided to try to get the building on the National Register of Historic Places, and they were successful. Not long after that, the city actually purchased the property from L&N for a very good price, began to fix it up, and in the mid-1980s or to the late 1980s, it became the Welcome Center for the city of Berea and for our tourism department. And it still serves as the Welcome Center today, where we see about 50,000 people per year coming through the train depot here.
It's an impressive building, and I love that all the history is on display here. You just have to walk in, look around. Not only the history of the train depot, but the history of Berea is on display here. And I love that tourism is hubbed here, because tourism has been your all's bread and butter here in recent years. Talk about how tourism has grown and how you all have realized people want to come here and explore what you have to offer.
It has been, and I think tourism really began with the Berea College story, and people wanted to come to learn more about Berea College. Also,
because Berea College was here first.
Berea College was here first. Berea College was founded in 1855, and the city wasn't incorporated until 1890, which is a little unusual. Usually the city's there first and the college comes. In our case, the college was here first and the city grew around it. That's part of what makes Berea unique.
Yeah, it could be a question on Jeopardy, which came first, right?
Most definitely.
We'll have to send that to them. And then once Berea began to grow, then what began to happen here in the city after it was founded?
After the city was founded, you began to see small businesses that would pop up to support Berea College and to grow as a normal town would. One of the important things that happened around the time that the rail service stopped at the depot and the passenger service stopped was the opening of Interstate 75 through Berea. We're very fortunate that we're located in close proximity to the interstate. We're right on it. So at that point, you started seeing industry grow within Berea. We had some industry before the early 60s, a couple of traditional factories, but the economy continued to grow. You saw industrialization, manufacturing, growth in small business, growth around the college, and then that tourism economy that has really continued through today. We're known as the folk arts and crafts capital of Kentucky, and we're that way for a reason. And part of that is the students that came from Appalachia to Berea College. You go all the way back to the people who settled in Kentucky. They came through the gaps, the Cumberland Gap and other gaps into eastern Kentucky, and they couldn't go and buy a bowl or a piece of pottery. They had to make it themselves. So that's part of the culture of Appalachia and eastern Kentucky that came into Berea with the founding of Berea College and continues through today. And that's one of the reasons that we're known as the arts and crafts capital of Kentucky.
And it is arts and crafts on a whole other level, isn't it?
It is. It is. We have people who come to see demonstrations. Here in the Old Town area, we have several people that demonstrate, but we also have artisans throughout the community, the broader community, even out in the county, certainly around College Square area. So we're always eager to host people and to showcase not only our arts and crafts, but also our outdoor recreation and Berea College. Those are all big draws for people to come in and visit with us.
And you're from here originally, so you have to be so proud to be mayor of this town that you've seen grow.
I am. The town's probably twice the size it was when I was a young man, maybe when I was in high school, about twice the population, and we've seen Berea grow in a healthy way. That's a credit to a lot of people who came before me and also during my tenure. I think we've continued that path of smart growth for the good of all the citizens and for the good of Central Kentucky and the Commonwealth as a whole.
Well, we look forward to visiting all aspects of Berea on our visit. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So to get started on your next visit to Berea, just go to visitberea.com.